Now we're going to do the whip stitch, and the whip stitch is mainly to secure two fabrics together. So we have our top layer here and then our bottom layer here. And when you're stitching, you're only doing on the edges here. So the thread is actually crossing on the outside of your fabric pieces here. So in order to start, I'm going to actually go through the bottom of the top layer here, just one layer, through my first dot here, and this is so I hide my knot at the end because I don't want it to be seen on the outside. So now I'm going to pass through both layers, coming from the bottom up, come through, and make sure that your thread crosses on the outside. You see it right there? So now I'm going to go back through the bottom, up through the top layer, and again I'm going to bring it here. And so I'm just going to keep doing this. And you'll see it just kind of crosses over at a slant. Okay, so sometimes it gets caught on the end here. All you do is just lift that up there. All right, and there you go. See, there's on the top, there's it on the back. I'm going to take the straight pin out that I used to hold my fabric together. And there you go. Now it's secured. Now I'm going to show you how to do a variation on a whip stitch. As in the case of a regular whip stitch, we're going to go from the bottom to the top on the outside of the edge here. So you're going to have a strand that goes perpendicular to the fabric. Now, different from the other whip stitch, we're also going to have a strand that goes horizontally, so it just gives it kind of a cleaner look. This is good for doing a decorative edging on these two pieces, but also if you're doing like a blanket or something. So in order to start, I'm going to go up through the bottom layer of this top piece of fabric here and come all the way up. This is to hide my knot between the two fabrics. And then I'm going to go underneath from the bottom fabric and come up through my original dot that I just went through. Pull it through, but before going and pulling this all the way tight, I'm going to go from the left-hand side through the loop and now pull it through to the right. Sometimes it gets a little caught here on the edge, but that's all right. So you want your strand to be on top here. See how that's across? Okay, so now we're going to go to the second dot, come up. As in the previous time, we're going to go from left to right of our loop and pull it across, and we're just going to keep doing that. So you see here is that we're starting to create a line across the fabric here. So I'm just going to keep doing that. Be careful you go through both strands here. You want to create a knot for yourself. So I go from the bottom to the top, so we're securing both pieces. Then go through the loop from the left to the right, or whatever direction you're going in. If you're more comfortable going the other way, then you'd go from right to left. Okay, and we have one more here. All right, so you see the lines that go across. I'm going to flip it over. You're going to see the back, and then on the top, you see the line that travels across, creating a finished edge. And I'm going to take my straight pin out of here and open it up, and you'll see that the pieces have been secured. And that's how you do that one.